Boys, what's going on? Um, I think it's time we have a serious discussion, and I think this is, a little relevant. I don't think that this is too much of a reach, right? I want to know seriously, did Derrick Rose do enough to go to the Hall of Fame? Did he do enough to go to the Hall of Fame? I really want to know this, right? Because I don't really want to. I'm gonna be respectfully in this, right? For two names I'm gonna bring up in this video. I just want to stick to Rose for 1 second, and I want to be, and I would just want to let it be known is all due with respect, but at the same time, you know, at the same time, I really want to talk about this. Derrick Rose was easily one of the most elite athletes I've ever seen in my time watching basketball. Up to this date, he's one of the most elite athletes. It's just crazy what this fucking kid was doing at this age in the NBA. And just got better, at the time he just was getting better every season. Like rookie of the year's first season, first All-Star game second season, then became the youngest ever NBA MVP in his third season. Right? Did he do enough though? Because I feel like even after all of that, and of course we know if not because of injuries, this wouldn't even be a question right now. Honestly, like let's keep it funky. This wouldn't even be a question right now. But I feel like people are so strong on like the likable parts of Derrick Rose, and I get that. But let's be real because I feel like I said, I'll get to who I'm talking about. I feel like these are some people that were just likable, right? They were just likable, and I feel like they're Hall of Famers. Don't get me wrong. I think it was just due, but I don't think they were first ballot. I don't think they were first ballot. Well, no, one of them wasn't first ballot, but yeah, I feel like some people got inside the Hall of Fame off of what they could have been. And I feel like he put in work, even though it wasn't for too long when he was just dominant like this. But when he was dominant like this. Like, a lot of people say, like, oh, it's still up for, you know what I'm saying, when he got the MVP. Dude, they were number one I don't know if they were number one in the league. I can't say that. I didn't go that far back to see it, but I do know they were number one in the East at the time because, I'm a Heat fan. Right? I'm a Heat fan. And I remember when we played against them. And I remember seeing him when he was playing, and I'm like, yo, this dude is gonna be a problem. Right? I feel like he got a championship, at least one. I feel like he would have got at least one by now if he never endured those injuries. I feel like he easily would have got one with this Bulls team. Cause like I said, he just was getting more elite and more better every year. Like he was significantly getting better every year. Like, cause let's go down some of the things, right? Because Rose has only shot, and like this isn't really too crazy, but from the field, he only went under 40% once in his career, right? He only averaged under double digits, I think once in his career. I think once, I could be wrong, but I do remember that by the time when he did it, right, he only played like 9 games. He didn't even play that many games that year. You know what I'm saying? And then the other time when I think he only averaged like 10 or whatever, he only played 16 games that season. Everything else was like, I think the lowest next to that was like 14 or 15, which is good. And then like I mean, like he had some, he did what he did in his career. Like, come on, we're not gonna do that. He was MVP, 3-time All Star, first All NBA team, first team All NBA rather. Rookie of the year. Of course, he was All Rookie first team because he got the Rookie of the Year, and he has 2 FIBA gold medals. right? And like I said, I don't really want to be throwing in other people's names or trying to up him too much, but Melo, right? Melo is one of the greatest players in the NBA. He is one of the greatest players ever. You know, he kind of, well, I mean, one of the greatest ever. Like, he's still good, but he's not really who he was. But he's definitely going to the Hall of Fame. And most of the talk of what was going to get him in the Hall of Fame was because he had the gold medals, right? Well, Rose got two. Granted, it's FIBA, and I think they look at I don't know. Some people look at the FIBA one different from the Olympic one. I think because in the FIBA sometimes does really not the players, But anyway, his teams was undefeated when he did it. So, you know what I mean? If we want to go off a basketball career, think about it, right? Because y'all say that about a lot of people. Like one of the people I want to bring up, like Grant Hill. I feel like Grant Hill got in there first ballot because he was a likable guy. Like, yeah, he possibly could have went in there because of what he did. Cool, I understand that. But first ballot. Okay. Okay, he went first ballot, right? And I feel like y'all did that because he's on the jump and all that. I mean, not the jump. What's that thing called? What's that show he was on? Inside Stuff, right? Was that Inside Stuff? Is that what it was called? With him and Letlow. And I feel like stuff like that when you stick around and everybody look at you as a likable guy, they give you that nod, right? Tracy McGrady, one of my favorite players of all time, but let's keep it a buck. He never won in the NBA. Yeah, he got his rocks off with the scoring shit, but he really never won because, for instance, McGrady never got out the first round until he was on that Spurs team in 2013, and he wasn't even playing at the time. A lot of y'all probably don't even remember he was on that Spurs team in 2013. And like I said, I'm not trying to bash them because I feel like they're worthy of being in there. But first ballot, like, come on now. I feel like Rose, as far as accolades, was doing more than them in that little span that he had. And easily would have came out with way more, accolades and stuff like that when it was all said and done. He would have came out with way more accolades when it was all said and done. So yeah, what are we like? What are we going off of here? What are we going off of here? And if we want to go basketball career, even go off of when he was at Memphis for that one season in college. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they lost in the in overtime. They lost in overtime in the championship game to Kansas. Go Jayhawks. But you know what? I could have left that alone. But anyway, back to this. They lost to Kansas in overtime. That's cool. But don't forget that his Memphis Tigers team, I think that's the first time they was ranked number one in like over 20 years. And his team ended 38-2. So with doing all of this and with doing all, looking at like, as an upcoming player and about to be one of the bestest in the league, he's also winning while he was doing it. Let's also remember how those 3 years when I said he was getting better every year, the Bulls was in the playoffs all of those years. His first playoff game, he went the fuck off. And remember, it was against the defending champions at the time, the Boston Celtics. If we really want to go resume, you understand what I'm saying? So if y'all want to go resume for resume, that's the stuff I'm talking about right there. You know what I'm saying? So keep all of this in mind, because I know y'all like to bring this stuff up, and that's what I'm saying. Like, no disrespect to them. I'm not really trying to disrespect them at all, and I hope y'all don't. Do not be all in the comments, oh, you're dumb, they supposed to be in there. I just fucking said that I don't disagree with them being in there. But I'm saying, just like a Rose situation, they got in there off of potential of what they could have been. Y'all know that. They also got into it off of what they could have been too. So we can't just keep throwing that up in Rose's face. I feel like Rose did what he could do in that time of when he was, that guy. Y'all might even want to say I'm a little bit biased because this is definitely one of my favorites of all time. And I feel with y'all, and like my thing is, because I used to work at a school, and I used to have to tell like the younger kids about that, because they always used to say, "Oh, Westbrook is the most athletic point guard ever." I love Westbrook, right? But let's talk for real, for real. This motherfucker right here on the screen was doing that shit way before Westbrook was doing it, and he was winning when he was doing it. Respectfully, respectfully. But y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Am I going too far with this? Am I tripping? Like I don't think I am though. I think Rose should definitely be in that consideration when you talk Hall of Fame. That's or maybe I could just be being biased, or maybe I could just, I don't know. Maybe I'm going too far, man. Y'all talk to me in the comments, man. What y'all think? Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Do y'all think maybe he have a chance? Do y'all think he will get in there, but just not first ballot? Um, y'all talk to me, man. Let me know, man. Yeah, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. You might not like what's going on. You might not like what I talk about on here, how I talk about on here. Maybe somebody you do might be, they might be cool with watching this type of stuff. But y'all know what to do, man. Because it's MPB Shy. And I'm out.